Life is a roller coaster of events, and sometimes there are experiences that end up out of our control. Uh, this is the idea behind PTSD, which, according to the World Health Organization, uh, is estimated, in May 27, 2024, is estimated to affect about 5.6% of the world's population. And this may increase three times more when taking into consideration victims um, exposed to war, uh, violent events, or sexual assault. Now, it's important to note that PTSD isn't always dependent on any genetic impairments. So, realistically, this could affect anyone at any point in physical life. And it's also crucial to understand the complexities behind this, as well as being aware of the possible implications that could arise for your future. Now, I've had the opportunity to interact with several acquaintances before and who've experienced a traumatic episode before. A couple of them have told me that they've gone through without any major upsets, but others haven't had this in life. So this is what PTSD will pertain to. Now today I'm going to explain any misconceptions regarding PTSD and its classification, signs that a person might be undergoing stress response to PTSD, and various ways to treat and help the person overcome this disorder. To begin, let me clear up any erroneous ideas about PTSD. Now, PTSD includes all kinds of traumatic situations, regardless of the context. So it's most commonly identified as that of a traumatic episode following war or conflict with soldiers, right? But PTSD doesn't solely pertain to such specifics. Right? And the John Hopkins medicine reveals information that states that car crashes, rape, domestic violence, military combat, or even violent crimes could also be potential catalysts to PTSD and its symptoms. These experiences have the potential to affect individuals in relatively similar ways, and affecting relationships with family, friends, and people, essentially people around. Now, post-traumatic stress disorders can fall under one or more of four categories, according to its symptoms. The Mayo Clinic specifies on August 16, 2024, that intrusive memories, avoidance, negative thoughts, and mood changes, and physical emotions and changes could apply to PTSD symptoms. Now, next, I'm going to go over the multiple signs that a person might be dealing with PTSD or something related on this. Now, with the symptoms, the period of which these persist is also equally important to ensure a proper diagnosis. It will become readily apparent when a person is exhibiting atypical things, such as constant mood swings, and eventually distaste of things that they used to do and that they used to enjoy. You might see someone constantly in the morning waking up and usually going for a walk and something along those lines, and might not do it anymore. That's a very potential sign of what could the person be going through. Now, Mayo Clinic also specifies that negative thoughts are a common trope in the person with PTSD, and they start viewing things in a pessimistic way, and around the world in general. And it's possible that these symptoms aren't immediately manifested in a person's actions. So the Mayo Clinic also insists that it could take several years until the trauma truly kicks in. PTSD can only be diagnosed after at least a month of these symptoms and clear the stress upon the person's well-being. So it interferes with the person's well-being. And this is information coming from the American Psychiatric Association from March 2025. Now, finally, I'm going to go over the several ways to treat and help a person overcome his or her traumas. Now, despite how daunting of a situation this may be, PTSD is definitely more than treatment. And suffice to say that the patient will probably require psychotherapy along with medication. And this is to support the recovery process. So CBT, which stands for cognitive behavioral therapy, can help overcome the constant self-defeating thoughts. So the negative thoughts, the pessimistic beliefs running through a person's head. And this could go several ways. It could go through group therapy, it could go through other kinds of related cognitive behavioral therapy. And this can come along with medications like SSRIs or SNRIs, which are inhibitors of serotonin or norepinephrine. And they serve as support, and in conjunction with CBT, prazosin is also regulator of sleep and can serve as a really good way to relieve stress. And it helps the person sleep better. This is also for information of American Psychiatric Association. Now, there are alternative forms of therapy as well, like acupuncture, yoga, and animal-assisted therapy. And these options can serve pretty well in the people diagnosed with PTSD. So to conclude, PTSD is a severe disorder that can interfere with your social and emotional well-being. But with early treatment and social support, this can always be a solution. It's very important to emphasize the family that they have to be around, and friends, and peers, and people that can support you. This is very crucial to be able to overcome PTSD and to ensure a better future for you.